So I want to show you guys how disappointing I am getting already by going to this store. As you guys can see, there's nothing and nothing and nothing on the shelf, and nothing and nothing and more of nothing. So hopefully when we go inside, the story is different, but I don't think it's gonna be any different. Let's go. Guys, as you guys can see, there's pretty much nothing on the, I mean, this is real estate that is being wasted right now because there's nothing. Oh, let's get a mask real quick. Hey, how are you today? Oh, perfect. Go ahead, folks. All right, guys, so we just got here from the Rolex store, and I gotta tell you, they have like 25 washers right in this place. But the one thing that is happening is that all those watches are for display only, and I was like, wait a second. The lady told us, hey, if they were for sale, we've been sold already, yada yada yada. But what I have to tell you guys is that Rolex, you lost the game. You lost the game to Scalpers. You lost the games to all these companies who are selling watches secondhand. I mean, it's ridiculous. So your brand in the US is destroyed. 0 out of 1 to 10, I will give you a 0. Because people like me cannot buy anything from you. So have a good day.
We can do. It's pretty tight, but we can do. So for these ones, because it's not the solid gold ones, we can order you 2 links complimentary.
So now that we are past the I don't even know how to call it, you know, the disappointment, the disbelief, I mean, this is like Rolex is knows about what is happening, and they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything in order to prevent these practices from continuing. I mean, I can go to Chronos 24 right now and order a Daytona that I will regularly pay $20,000 to $25,000 the way I want it. But if I go to Chronos, I will have to pay $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. Datejust, $15,000 to $20,000 when they're worth less than $10,000. It is ridiculous, guys. It is ridiculous that people like you and I are coming to a city, to a mall, to a Rolex store, to an authorized retailer, and they tell you nothing is available. The only thing that we have are 2 watches from 15 years ago. They're female, you know what I mean? They're pre-owned. But then you can go to all these other companies, secondhand, and buy watches not from a retailer or not from an authorized retailer. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So Rolex, what are you proposing that we can do in order to fight this crime? Because this is 100% crime. I mean, that these individuals are just buying the market, you know, and then reselling it to us for a 100, 200, 300% profit, which is not within the Rolex tradition. I remember when Rolex meant something to people like you and I, but now, you know what Rolex stands for? Rolex stands for Scalpers. Rolex stands for third party. Rolex stands for pre-owned. Rolex stands for other than a gentleman's watch, and that's sad to say. Okay, guys, so let's talk about the reason why you cannot find watches at the Rolex store, at the authorized resellers. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. The reason for is because every time that those stores receive a nice timepiece, a nice one, something that is seek for many people, uh, they call these companies who are reseller of the reseller, third party of the fourth party of the fifth party, and then scalpers, and they tell them, hey, we receive 5 Rolexes. Do you want to buy them? And the research and the scalper will be like, I'll give you 5,000. And the same salesperson that works at the same store will be I call you in a minute. Then they call another scalper, and they'll be like, hey, I receive 5 watches. This company offered me 5,000 for the privilege to buy it. How much you offer? Oh, I'll give you 6,000. And that's how everything starts. That's how they can bring the prices up off the roof, destroying the name of the company. It's just not the same. It's just not the same, you know. And this is what I'm saying to Rolex. There should be something called chain of custody. Chain of custody, yes. And let me explain to you how chain of custody will work in my perfect world. Rolex makes a watch, and they sell the watch, or they send the watch to either an authorized retailer or to a Rolex store, and only Rolex can sell that watch forward. If the party is sold by a third party, warranty should be void. If the party is gifted, if the watch is gifted to a family member, the watch can only be gifted twice, and there should be a process for that. I mean, in this era, there should be a process for that. And other than that, warranty should be void. You know what I mean? The only way that people should be able to resell these watches and keep the warranty and keep the name, keep the brand, should be through authorized resellers, retailers, not those, scalpers, And the prices, the price of sale should be recorded back to a Rolex. Because if no, what's going to happen? At some point, you will be paying $100,000 for a $1,000 or $2,000 watch. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And many people that can afford that kind of, I will call it, can afford that, how can I say this? That can afford that irresponsible purchase, because anybody that pays 10 times the value, anybody that pays twice the value of something is making an irresponsible purchase. You guys all know that. To include you guys with money, with stupid money. Anyway, I think that only Rolex should be authorized to sell and resell. And then if you have a watch that you want to sell back, should be going through Rolex or a third party. Not a third party, a retailer, an authorized by Rolex retailer, and the price should be listed. I am just outraged. I am outraged, and I'm down by this. And so on that note, I think that Rolex has lost my trust for now, and it's sad. Very, very. I just came to the. It's just ridiculous, guys. You come to this big mall in big city, looking for. I don't know how you feel, but I'm gonna tell you guys. And to those people out there trying to make a living selling watches, all I have to say to you guys is, and so many people won't understand, but I'm from Puerto Rico, and I see how a gallon of milk over there costs $9, $10. The same thing I can buy at a Walmart in Arizona, anywhere in the States for $1.79. So it's not inflation. It's somebody somewhere is making a killing for on those goods. It's very. I'm just disappointed. I am going to the Omega store. Hopefully, I get to have a different experience over there. Yeah, let's see what happened over there.